Happy New Year! Welcome to another holiday video and welcome to the first video of the year. And given the fact that it's the first video of the year, I thought it would be fun to look ahead at Nintendo's 2019 first quarter and talk about what I think will come of the games that we already know about, what games we might see in the potential January Direct, and a little bit more. If you want to join in on that, feel free to comment down below. I'd be interested in reading what you have to say, and maybe we'll discuss it on the podcast. If for whatever reason you didn't know, the first quarter of the year takes place from today until the end of March. And we already know a good portion of this for sure, as we should. It'd be kind of weird if they came into a year with 0 Q1 games announced. I mean, it wouldn't be unprecedented, we kind of went into 2017 that way, but anyway. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is yet another example of a decision that a lot of hardcore gamers bemoan, but more casual fans will love. And it could very well end up being one of the best-selling games on the platform if past NSMB games are any indication, much in the way that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe ended up being a massive hit. I think this game will do the same. It's a pretty cut and dry port with only a few pretty small differences in regards to UI and characters, but on the whole, this game is a pretty by-the-numbers port of the original Wii U NSMB games. Personally, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is a game that I have conflicting feelings on. I love Mario games of all kinds, but I'd be lying if I said that I was even a little bit enthusiastic about the new Super Mario Bros. Series. But it wasn't always like that. Initially on DS with the original New Super Mario Bros. Game, I was excited to see the return of the 2D Mario formula, and on the Wii, the idea of a cooperative Mario game was mind-blowing and easily became one of my top games of that year. But subsequent games lost those unique descriptors and eventually lost my interest as well. I even owned Mario U but never got past the 5th world due to, again, me losing interest. The last game was still fresh in my mind, so when the Wii U version released, I was burned out on the formula. I even have a full video dedicated to the way that game made me feel about 2D Mario as a whole. This time though, it's been quite some time since I last played a game aping that formula, so I'm more receptive of it. And to add to that, I'm excited to stream playing it with you guys, and who knows, maybe this will lead to that Mario Maker port that me and Bob have been screaming about for the past couple of years. At any rate, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe launches on January 11th for $59.99. It's around this time period that I think we'll see the next big Nintendo Direct that will go deeper into the games we know of so far, as well as announcing a few new games to be released in the coming months, most of which won't be too far away. Some though will be farther out. Last year's Nintendo Direct took place on January 11th. The biggest announcements from it were Dark Souls making it to a Nintendo console for the first time ever, Wii U ports of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and Hyrule Warriors were revealed, and we got some downloadable content. I think those themes will hold true with this year's Nintendo Direct as well. There will be a decently big third-party announcement, potentially the Persona 5R Switch announcement, although I think that'll come in a later Direct. A lot of people lost hope for Persona 5 coming to Switch because of the PlayStation logo being the only one in the P5R reveal trailer, but I don't think that really says anything. It's no secret that Atlus and Sony have some sort of marketing deal when it comes to Persona, but I don't think it's as stringent as some people seem to think it is. It wasn't too long ago that we got a reveal for another series that has deep ties with Sony, Crash Team Racing, and it too only had a PlayStation logo in the reveal trailer. However, we soon found out it was coming to everything, including Switch. This time around, P5R doesn't even list platforms on its website at all, and an announcement of a later announcement was made. It's for this reason that I doubt the Switch announcement will be in January, but I do think it will come eventually. My bet is that Nintendo will showcase the Switch version of this game in an April Direct, which is in quarter 2. If you want a similar video to this for that quarter, let me know by clicking the like button. It really lets me know which video ideas and formats you guys are embracing, and that in turn decides what videos I make. A third-party announcement I'm pretty sure we will see though is something from Platinum. Atsushi Inaba, Platinum Games' development general manager, has said that they will make several announcements, and I think they'll start pretty early with an announcement for a Wonderful 101 port. That game's director, Hideki Kamiya, has been teasing a port of this game for Switch ever since he started teasing the port for Bayonetta 1 and 2, and as we all know, that happened. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that this could come to light as well. Another Platinum Games port I wouldn't be surprised to see is a Star Fox Zero port. A lot of people I know hated the Wii U release, but admitted that they saw potential in it if only it weren't for those controls. So if Platinum could rework it so people can choose to use more traditional controls, I think a Star Fox Zero port would make a lot of sense. It's not like Nintendo hates this game. They even based all of the Star Fox designs in Smash Bros. Ultimate on their Star Fox Zero iterations. To fill the DLC quota, I think it's reasonable to say that Mario Kart 8 DLC will come sooner or later. Although I don't think Nintendo will go the entire Switch lifecycle without releasing an original Mario Kart game for it, I also don't think a full one will come this soon. Meanwhile, a new Mario Kart app called Mario Kart Tour is slated to release in 2019, so I think it would make a lot of sense to just turn 2019 into a year of Mario Kart, as it were. And I bet the DLC's release strategy wouldn't be too different from how Mario Kart 8 handled it on the Wii U. So 2 packs with 3 characters, 8 tracks, and 2 Grand Prix for about $8 separately, or in a bundle for under $15. Or we could see even more content like 4 to 6 characters and 3 Grand Prix worth of stages for say $10 separately or $20 bundled with some sort of extra incentive for people that purchase the bundle. Like an Odyssey inspired Mario alt costume with Cappy animations. I think the smartest thing they could do is to further support their biggest games with DLC, and doing this for Mario Kart would be the epitome of this idea. It is the second best selling Switch game right now, so saying that it will see DLC in this direct seems like a pretty safe prediction. Something that was missing last year that I think we may see in this direct is some sort of Smash Bros DLC announcement, whether that be the Mii costumes we now know they'll be selling for 75 cents each or something bigger. We will also probably hear about the Smash World app they mentioned in the last Smash Bros Direct, and I hope that we get some sort of announcements pertaining to online play. I want to see more options, and of course I want them to improve the experience that we already have in the game. I'm 50-50 on whether we see a new character announcement or not. We did just get one in the form of Joker from Persona 5 at the Game Awards, so I think that hurts our chances. The only thing that gives me a small glimmer of hope is the fact that we have 4 more reveals coming, and that would align pretty well with the amount of quarters we have in the year, allowing for 1 DLC character announcement per quarter. We do know that the DLC won't fully be rolled out until February of 2020, so it's completely possible for Smash characters to start rolling out in Q2 of this year and wrap up in Q1 of next year. Travis Strikes Again is a much anticipated game by a decent amount of Switch owners, and that's because it belongs to a cult classic series, No More Heroes. However, it is not a typical No More Heroes game. Rather than being a singular experience tailored around the original 2 games' beat-em-up style playstyle, Travis Strikes Again is an amalgamation of a series of, for a lack of a better term, mini-games that can also be played cooperatively, which I guess is a plus. I honestly never played a No More Heroes game, so this one is a game that I lack excitement for. I've reached out to Nintendo about potentially receiving a copy, so I do intend to check it out. Who knows, maybe it'll surprise me. Although, for what it's worth, last year at PAX East, I watched my friend Bob from the Wolf Den play this, and it didn't grab me at all. And as I understand it, he didn't like it very much either. Our tastes in games align pretty often, but there are rare exceptions, and watching a game isn't the same as playing one, so there's hope. In case we're in the best timeline, and I love everything about this game, and I'm hungry for more, Suda51 has said this game selling well could bring about a new full-fledged No More Heroes game. We'll find out when it comes to Nintendo Switch the week after New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Travis Strikes Again launches on January 18th for $39.99. Yoshi's Crafted World is a game that I did a complete 180 on. Originally, I was very underwhelmed, and I feared that it could turn into yet another Kirby Star Allies. A game completely devoid of depth and fun mechanics due to its simplistic to a fault nature, something that many write off as being okay due to them deeming it just a kid's game, something that even Nintendo refutes. But I'm getting off track here. After subsequent trailer releases and the eventual full reveal for Yoshi's Crafted World, I started to get pretty excited for it. This game is giving me way closer vibes to what is typically Nintendo's motto: easy to pick up, difficult to master. By no means do I think or expect get good levels of difficulty from Nintendo games. I do expect to be challenged and to be impressed by the way the game is designed. Yoshi's Crafted World has me thinking that may happen, and according to the UK eShop coming soon page, Yoshi's Crafted World may be slated for March. I wouldn't be shocked to see it come this soon given the fact that it was supposed to be out already. I'm going to predict that this game comes out March 8th at the earliest or March 15th at the latest. My reason for that is Nintendo's fiscal year ends on March 31st, and I would think that they want to have a pretty decent buffer between this game releasing and the end of that fiscal year so they can report some decent numbers for the game sales-wise to their investors. Nintendo doesn't yet have an official price listed for this game, but online retailers are listing Yoshi's Crafted World for $59.99. Daemon X Machina, a third-party game, but it's being published by Nintendo, was amongst my favorite E3 2018 announcements. The look of the game is fantastic, which makes a lot of sense considering the fact that the character design was done by a Fire Emblem character designer, and of course the gameplay looks like it'll be top-notch, especially for fans of mecha games, because a lot of the veterans from the game, to my knowledge, many hail as being the best of the best in that genre. Armored Core also are working on this game. Daemon X Machina will have dynamic ground and air combat with the ability to weaponize objects in the environment, as well as commandeer weapons from your defeated enemies. There will be deep customization for the player character and their mechs, which are called arsenals in this game, 4-player co-op for both local and online play, which is something that is lacking for major Switch releases so far. And it's for this reason that this is easily my most anticipated first quarter game we know about so far. As far as when exactly I think it'll come out, I think it'll come out probably in February. I don't think we have any games slated for then, and if Yoshi's going to come out in March, this game coming in February makes sense. Those are my thoughts. What do you think Nintendo will do for the first quarter of their calendar year? And for the comment challenge, what first quarter game are you most excited for? It doesn't have to be a Nintendo game. It doesn't even have to be a Switch game. Hell, it doesn't even have to be a game that we know for sure exists. Just a game that you think is plausible for the first quarter of the year. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you click the like button and share this video with a friend who just really likes being hype about stuff and is looking for what new games they should pick up in 2019 for the Nintendo Switch, because that's what this channel is all about. Consider becoming a channel member for loyalty badges, exclusive emotes, gaming time with us, free Switch keys from time to time, and priority when we play multiplayer games with the community. Right now, I am knee deep into Smash Brothers addiction. We'll at least play that one more time, but I do plan on playing all of the releases for this year from Nintendo on stream. So expect a Mario Deluxe stream the week that comes out, and Travis Strikes Again the week after. And the last perk that you get for becoming a channel member is access to our supporters only Discord. But the Discord is open to everyone, so if you aren't willing or able to support us financially, you can always join there. Or most importantly, you can subscribe and ring the bell for new videos like this every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. New podcasts Saturday. Not even going to say every Saturday. That seems to jinx it. Okay, that's it for me. See you next week.